spring training live play-by-play. And today we're doing the Philadelphia Phillies at the Toronto Blue Jays spring training game. And the Phillies spring training live play-by-play, y'all. First game of the spring training. The Phillies are in Dublin, Florida, taking on the Blue Jays today. So if you're a Blue Jays fan, hey, that's for your team. If you're a Phillies fan, let's go Phillies, y'all. Got the hat on because I ain't got the jersey on because, my stuff ain't playing, so you know how that goes. And and pitching for the Blue Jays today is Eric Lunder. So that's the one pitching for the Phillies today for the Blue Jays, and then pitching for the Phillies today will be Brycey Wilson. So we'll see how good he did. And then we got the starting lineup for the Phillies. We got Justin Crawford leading it off, playing center field. We got Doris Garcia batting second, playing right field. We got Amanda Sosa batting third, playing shortstop. We got Otto Kim batting fourth, playing left field. We got Brian Dillon Cruz batting fifth, playing DH. We got Raphael Michon batting six, catching. We got Dylan Moore batting seven, playing second base. We had Christian Chiro batting eight, playing third base, and we got Keaton Anthony batting nine, playing first base. So there's no Bryce Harper today, no Jay Chimento, no Alec Bohm, no Trey Turner, no Vernon Marsh. So and no Kyle Swimmer. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you know that. But we got Sosa and Kim, so at least you got that. So you got that. So yeah. And guys, we're watching this game on ABC Sports Philadelphia, so this is gonna be a good one. So Phillies fans, get ready. Let's get ready for some baseball today, y'all. Like at the stream and everything, guys. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford coming to bat for the Phillies. Our prospect coming up the bat for the Phillies, we got Justin Crawford coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the first. Here we go. So Eric only got a pitch coming for you. For you, Justin, and Rainbow. Ronnie's catching on the strike on his own one. And Eric only got another pitch for you, Justin, and Rainbow. Ronnie's catching on the strike two, zone two. And Eric literally got another pitch coming for Justin ready for one. He's swinging that one. It's a 5-ball zone two. And Eric literally got another pitch coming for Justin ready for one. Ronnie's catching on the balls 1 and 2. Today is just one of them days. Technology is not going to work for me today. Technology just hates me today, y'all. Let's do this again, y'all, because technology today is just like on another level, just like, just hating me right now. There we go. And we're going to officially adjusting the report. He's swinging that one. That's a 5-ball 1 and 2. I gotta fix that because that was wrong. I didn't get the zeros there. You know what? Today. Oh my God, y'all. Welcome to the MG Innocent Network. Welcome to the Master High Gaming Sports Network. And we're covering the Phillies and Blue Jays spring training game today, yo. So, we're better than ESPN. We're better than ESPN. We're better than, MLB Network, so you know all that good stuff. So you know how that goes, y'all. You know how that goes, you know. Yeah, so just want to let y'all know that. Yeah, cause I like Justin Crawford, y'all. So just letting y'all know that I like Justin Crawford. So don't hate on that one. And they're going to get another pitch swing. Just thinking ready for you swinging that one. It was right into the grass, and Justin Crawford one of my first, stop a second, and Justin Crawford got a hit. Justin Crawford got a hit, and this is Justin Crawford's first double of the game. And this is Justin Crawford's first double on the spring training season. On the short fly ball to center fielder, Nathan Lutz. Justin Crawford's 1 for 2, I think, on the start of the day, I think so. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies is your new right fielder, Adolis Garcia, y'all. So we got Adolis Garcia coming next to the bat for the Phillies. You got one free player on second base. 0 outs. Top of the first, here we go. They're going to get a face for you. Adolis getting ready for a running catch goes the ball to 1-0. They're going to get a pitch, running catch the ball to 2-0. They're going to get a pitch, running catch goes a strike 2. Running catch goes strike 1 2 1. So they're going to pitch and the doors can see as for time, those can see right by 6 on baseball. And they're going to get a pitch, running catch goes the ball 3 to 3-1. They're going to get a pitch, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 3-2 is a full count. And they're going to get another pitch, get ready for it. And the door's going to see it flies out to the right fielder, Adelson Mergren. And the door's going to see it's out. They're going to see you 0 for 1. Damn. We starting off somewhere with Justin Crawford, so let's just start somewhere. So because it's 1 for 1, so it's 0 for 1, so tail one that one. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Ivana Sosa. And next, the bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on second base, 1 out. Top of the first, here we go. And only got a pitch in there for you, Ivana, going for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls on 1. Let's go Sosa, y'all. Let's go Sosa, man. Yeah. So, and then only got another pitch coming up for you, Ivana, going for it. Right, this catch goes, the ball is 1-1. I ain't gonna start judging harshly on the doors because yeah, that was just a pop up. So okay, it just okay. So I ain't gonna judge too harsh on the doors because yeah, what's next? I'm not gonna start doing it again. And everybody got the pitch coming around the way forward. And Ivana Sosa flies out to the center fielder, Nathan Lutz, and Ivana Sosa's out. Ivana Sosa, you're 0 for 1. Can't get on base, Armando? In spring training? Come on now. Yeah. That's the day that I read you. I read you seriously. Okay. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Otto King. And next, the bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on second base, 2 outs. Top of the first, here we go. Otto. So we got a pitch in there for Otto. We got to go really for it. Running catch goes the balls 1-0. And Eric Willie got another pitch in there for Otto to go really for it. You swing it that one, that's a foul tip, that's a 1-1. I know, right? We like Otto Kim, right? So, Lawrence, you like Otto Kim, so. And we also talk about Sosa as well. Justin Crawford it's gonna take a while for him to be a fan favorite in Philly, so he was number 80. That's kind of young. And then we only got another pitch coming for y'all to the main point. Right, this catch goes the ball 2 to 2-1. Yeah, where them Otto Kim chants in the chat, y'all. Write the Otto 3 times in the chat, y'all, so we can cheer on Otto Kim, y'all. And then we only got another pitch coming for y'all to go in for it. Right, this catch goes the ball 2 to 2-1. And then we only got another pitch for y'all to go in for it. Right, this catch goes as a strike 2 with a 2-2. What's with the 8-8, guys? I don't understand what that means, so. Eric Willie got another pitch coming for y'all to go in for it. Right, this cat's good. That's strike three. And Alden Kim is out. Alden Kim be 0 for 1. And you got Justin Crawford on second base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we still have a scoreless game. We're going to move on to the bottom of the first. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do with a turn the bat at the bottom of the first. And the 3 Blue Jay players come to bat at the bottom of the first to be Ernie Command, Andreas Jimenez, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, that's not how you want these things training to start off. Well, we already starting off on a good bad frame. But what's our power up on this going to training? And here go your starting lineups for your Toronto Blue Jays. We got Ernie Command, Adolis Garcia, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Quinn, and Darius Williams, Kazuma, Kuno, Dalton Russell, David Sneer, and Nathan Lutz. And that's your non-battle rotation for your Toronto Blue Jays. And pitching for them is Eric, pitching for them is, the only guy, so let's get into it, guys. This is going to be interesting here, so here we go. Yeah, I see your comments. I seriously your comments watching that. I do see him. You said you got a red sweater for the Phillies. No, this is a hoodie. This is my what you call it, the HMVL thing, Yeah, for that guy, the guy was there who made the hoodie. That's what it is. It's a hoodie on what's next. So coming at the bat. So pitching for the Phillies today will be Bryson Wilson. So here we go. Coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ernie Command on the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Bryson Wilson got the pitch coming for Ernie. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. And Bryson Wilson got another pitch coming for Ernie. Right now, swing and a miss. That's strike 1 is 1-1. And Bryson Wilson got another pitch coming for Ernie. Get ready for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls 1-2. And Bryson Wilson got another pitch coming for Ernie. Get ready for it. You swing it down, it goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Ernie Command will advance the first base for the Blue Jays. And Ernie Command singles on a line drive to the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Dang it, Justin Crawford. You should have cast that, man. And you got Ernie Command get on base, y'all. Why are we doing some spring training? See, I'm already getting pissed off. It's not even the regular season of the Phillies, and I'm already getting, So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Andreas Jimenez next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got 1 Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. And Bryson Wilson got a pitch in for Andreas. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes strike 1 on 1. And Bryson Wilson got another pitch in for Andreas. Get ready for it. And Andreas Jimenez grounds into a double play to the second baseman Dylan Moore, to the shortstop Amanda Souza, to the first baseman Keaton Anthony. Ernie Command is out at second base, and Endurance Jimenez is out at first base. Yes, we got a first double play in spring training. Ha ha! That's pretty good. Endurance Jimenez, you got out, and so is your teammate Ernie Command. Ha ha! Double play right there for the Phillies, too. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Bryson Wilson got a pitch in there for Vladimir Guerrero for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. And Bryson Wilson got another pitch in there for Vladimir Guerrero for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-0. What you said, what you said, I love preseason, but I'm ready for regular season. Philly go. I know. Don't worry. Wait till the end of March when it says wait. So, just wait for it. That's it. I got to get a new baseball team. Oh, you said the Colorado Rockies are terrible? Was that why you come be a Phillies fan? Because, the Phillies ain't that bad. I mean, I'm just saying if you want to do that. And we'll see Wilson got another pitch connect for you, but we're great for it. You swing at that one, it's a 5 balls and 2-1. It's a challenge. What do you say? We want to have you there. Yeah, that's just switch teams, baseball teams, if you understand. What do you mean, Stars? What do you mean by challenge? And we'll see Wilson got another pitch connect for you, but we're great for it. Right now, catch goes of ball 3 is a 3-1. Yeah, Star Wars wants to challenge the roll strike. Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. What says? Okay, I didn't understand what Star Wars meant. And Wilson got another pitch gonna be Vladimir Guerrero for it. And that is ball 4. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is walked and will advance to first base for the Blue Jays. What are you offer saying, Wilson? You just walked Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? Come on, man. Why would you do that? So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we got Alejandro Kirk. Coming next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay player on first base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Brazil Wilson got a pitch in there for you. Alejandro, get ready for it. Right that catches those balls 1-0. And Brazil Wilson got another pitch in there for you. Alejandro, get ready for it. Right that catches goes strike 1 is 1-1. And Brazil Wilson got another pitch in there for you. Alejandro, get ready for it. Right that catches goes strike. Right that catches goes ball 2 is a 2-1. And Wilson got another pitch for you. Wilson got another pitch for you. Alejandro, get ready for it. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Alejandro Kirk will advance to first base for the Blue Jays. And Alejandro Kirk singles on the short line drive to the center fielder Justin Corbin. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. advanced to second base. So the Blue Jays got Alejandro Kirk at first base and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on second base. Second time, Justin Corbin, you just let it go on the grass. You can't even pick that up. Come on, man. Justin Corbin, don't make me start hating you right now. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ellison, we're connected to the Blue Jays. You got Blue Jays players on first base, second base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. And Wilson got a pitch connect for Ellison. Get ready for it. And Ellison Bergen flies out to the left fielder, Alan Kim. And Ellison Bergen is out. And that's the outs for the Blue Jays. So we still have a scoring game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies' turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. They're turning bat at the top of the second. And the 3 Phillies players in bat at the top of the second week. Brian De La Cruz, Rafael Michon, and Dylan Moore. And Dave Kavasi one just called to be the everyday center fielder. And he's playing like this? And he's doing like this and dealing on the outfield? Yeah, we're gonna have to start saying something right there. That's how you could. Yeah. Probably he did catch it though. No, that Adam King caught that ball. Adam King caught that ball. Thank you for that one, cause yeah, we needed that, And that's why you see the Philly cap is back on, y'all. Don't worry, guys. I will wear the Bryce Harper jersey when Bryce Harper does play in these spring training games. If he does play, the jersey will come on, y'all. just hold on for that one. I just ain't got the whole jersey on because Rice already playing, but when he does, there will definitely come a time for that. So. And so you'll get your chance to see the Rice jersey coming out of the drawer. All right, here we go, y'all. All right, yo. So we got pitching change for the Blue Jays. So Eric Willie is done pitching for the day. Coming to pitch for the Blue Jays to be Tyler Rogers. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, and his first time coming to the bat for the Phillies for his first time ever as a Phillies player that we just got from the trade, Mr. Brian De La Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we got Brian De La Cruz going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch going to Brian De La Cruz. Get ready for it. Okay, so Tyler Rogers got a pitch going to Brian De La Cruz. Get ready for it. He's swinging down with the 5-0-1. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch going to Brian De La Cruz. Get ready for it. He's swinging down with us a 5-0-2. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch going to Brian De La Cruz. Get ready for it. Rogers catching goes the balls 1-2. And that's right. We do Phillies things. We do 3 teams, y'all. We do the Eagles every August and September. So we do the Eagles preseason in August. We do the regular season for the Eagles in September all the way until we get to all the way from September all the way to January, and then we do the playoffs and all that stuff and everything. And then we also do the Sixer streams too. We do the Sixer stream from October all the way into April, and then do the Philly stream from from February with the spring training games, and then the regular season from March all the way to September, and then we do the playoffs with the Phillies and stuff. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch coming up for you. Brian De La Cruz wait for it. He swings it down, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Brian De La Cruz will rest the first base for the field. And Brian De La Cruz got a hit. He's 1 for 1, y'all. And Brian De La Cruz singles on the ground ball to the third baseman. Cruz real cool. Deflected by the pitcher, Tyler Rogers. That's what I'm talking about, Brian De La Cruz. New guy on the Phillies and got on base. Shout out to you for that one, Shout out to you for that one. So coming in next to bat for the Phillies, we got Rafael Machonga next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on first base. 0 outs. Top of the second, here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch canoe for you, Rafael. Get ready for it. Rogers got to go to strike 1-0-1. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch canoe for you, Rafael. Get ready for it. Rogers got to go to balls 1-1. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Rafael. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Rafael Machonga, why are we swinging and missing? In spring training. Now it's swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch coming for you, Rafael. Get ready for it. You swing it down when it's a 5 balls and 1-2. Alright, guys, you can watch this Phillies game. You can watch this Phillies and Blue Jays spring training game on ABC Sports Philadelphia. So, yeah, so if you want to watch it, it's on right now. So, and Tyler Rogers got another pitch coming over you. Rafael, get ready for it. You swing it that one. That's another 5 ball, still 1-2. I know. Why are we talking about Nick Castellanos, man? But guys, I did check the regular season schedule, and the Phillies do have games against the Padres. So the Phillies do have 3 games against the Padres in May, in San Diego, and then also the Phillies have 3 games at home in CBP against the Padres in June. So beginning of June, we got 3 games against the Padres, and then we got 3 games against the Padres in May when the Phillies go over to San Diego. So the Phillies are going to see Nick Castellanos this season. Hello, in May and then in June on the road, and then when the Padres come to Philadelphia in June. So I hope that we just make Nick Castellanos look like shit because since he's playing first base for the Padres, which I heard that he's switching his position. So Nick Castellanos switching his position, y'all. Nick Castellanos not playing first base, but not playing not playing the right field for the Padres. He's playing first base. Okay, so you're switching your position right now. Okay, that's new. That's new because that's new right there. I found out about that, y'all. And Todd Rogers got another pitch getting going waiting for it. Robin Shaw grounds out softly to the third baseman. Trying goes into the first base and Robin goes Jr. And Volume didn't include the advance to second base. Robin Shaw you out. Robin Shaw is over one. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Dylan Morgan next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on second base. One out. Top of the second, here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch getting for Dylan away for running catch goes the ball to the and Tyler Rogers got another pitch for Dylan away for win. You swing it down with the 5 balls and 1-1. Yep, that's what I found out, y'all. Nick Castellanos play first base, so same situation myself. So that's gonna be interesting when we get some party games, y'all. We should definitely root Nick Castellanos just for that. Because everybody's saying right now that Nick Castellanos went to a franchise that doesn't get into the playoffs. He went to a losing franchise that doesn't get to. He left a winning team like the Phillies and went to a team that doesn't get in the playoffs. So it's kind of like that was the dumbest thing right there. So, you know. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch getting for you. Then get waiting for it. Rodney's going to go to Bolton 2-1. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch for you. Then get waiting for it. Dylan Moore pots out to the second baseman. And early come in. And Dylan Moore's out. Dylan Moore, you 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Kristen and Channel coming next to bat for the Phillies. We got 150 on second base, 2 outs. Top of the second, here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch getting over you. Kristen get ready for it. Rogers catch goes, the ball's going out. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch getting over you. Kristen get ready for it. Rogers catch goes, the strike one is a 1-1. I just had to bring up that Castellanos information for y'all if y'all didn't know that. You know, if you I just had to say that for a minute. It's the Phillies game on TV or just online. No, it's on TV, George. George, if you're in the Philadelphia area and you got NBC Sports Philadelphia, you can tune into it. Depending on what cable provider. Because since I got Xfinity, the NBC Sports Philadelphia is on 576. Depending on what cable provider you got, it's on TV. All you gotta do is search up like the Phillies like broadcast search up like the schedule and stuff, and it would take. And if you search up the Phillies schedule. And all the Phillies spring training games will tell you what network is on. It will tell you right next to each one what network is on, so you can watch it. So for this game, it's on NBC Sports Philadelphia. So it's on TV. They said 16 Phillies games are gonna be on TV. They said 16 Philly games are gonna be on. 16 Philly spring training games are gonna be on TV. They said, and then the other ones are gonna be like the radio and stuff. So yeah. And Tyler's gonna pitch me. Chris take away for it. And Kristen Chill grounds out to the shortstop of Douglas, going to the first baseman, veteran Guru Jr. And Kristen Chill was out because they 0 for 1. And you left Brian Dane Cruz on second base. And that's 3 out to the Phillies. So we still have a scores game, ladies and gentlemen. We went on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the BlueJays turn the bat. Let's see what the BlueJays can do with a turn the bat at the bottom of the second. And the 3 BlueJay players do at the bat at the bottom of the second will be Acuzio on Kendall, Dalton Rosso, and David Chanel. Chanel, if I can say that one right. Yeah. We have one more challenge that we do. The Phillies do. Okay. I did not know that Star Wars that we had one more challenge. I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know that. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Kazuma on Kamoto coming to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. Let's see. Wilson got a pitch. Can they bring on Kamoto? Get ready for it. Right. He's swinging down with the foul was on one. And Wilson got another pitch. Can they bring on Kamoto? Get ready for it. Right that catch goes. The ball is going to win. Yeah, but you can watch it on TV. You got NBC Sports Philadelphia is on TV as well. So. And we'll see what's gonna face for you. Okay, to the way for it. And Kazuma ultimatum grounds out to the shortstop Monsoda who threw it to the first base and kicked it Anthony. And Kazuma ultimatum is out. We got an Asian girl on the team. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Dalton Varsho connects the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 1 out. 5 in the second. Here we go. Wilson got a pitch in there for you. For you, Dalton, you ready for it? Right, that catch goes. Strike was on 1. And Wilson got another pitch for you, Dalton, you ready for it? You swing it out, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Dalton Varsho will race the first base for the Blue Jays. And Dalton Varsho, so the swing that goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Dalton Varsho will race the first base for the Blue Jays. And Dalton Varsho singles on a short line drive to the right field, and those gonna see it. You know what? Don't see. I'm gonna say. You know what? William. First time a new team, you don't start messing up. Don't be like Nick Castellanos and start messing up in the right field. Don't start doing that. So, I'm not trying to get angry at you right now. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Davis Shannon coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. You got one Blue Jay player on first base, one out. Bottom of the second, here we go. Wilson got a pitch, and everybody Davis get ready for it. Ronnie catch goes balls below. And Wilson got another pitch, and for you, Davis get ready for it. Ronnie catches goes ball 2 to 2-0. Yeah. And Wilson got another pitch, and everybody Davis get ready for it. And Wilson do a pitch over to his first baseman and Keith Anthony to make sure that Dalton Varsho got the first base bag, picking number 1 at first base. And Wilson got another pitch, and everybody Davis get ready for it. He's swinging down with a 5 balls, a 2-1. And Wilson got another pitch, and everybody Davis get ready for it. And Davis runs into a double play to the third base, and Christian goes to the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Then once he do it to the first baseman, Keith Anthony in time. And Dalton Varsho is out at second base, and Davis Shannon is out at first base. Yes, another double play. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So we still have a score game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. That's still a score game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies need to turn the bat at the top of the third. And the 3 Philly players see the bat at the top of the third be Keaton Anthony, Justin Carver, and the dogs go see him. And Keaton Anthony has no stat line. Justin Carver is 1-for-1 with a double. And the dogs go see is 0-for-1. George trying the NBA. Oh, yeah. That's good. When said to tell somebody about that. Because it's on TV, but I told him if you don't have cable, then there's also NBA app, which I forgot to mention that too. That's another way too, if you don't got cable, so. Yeah, because if you don't have cable, that's another way. So that's just in case if you don't have cable, y'all. You can watch it on MVF, so and just for anybody who doesn't know that, there's also the MVF, so this is another way, so. Now, I'm also going to tell you something a little bit later, but it's about one of the Phillies reporters got let go, so yeah, I'm going to tell you about that later because, her contract didn't get renewed, so I'm going to let you know about that later because that's, yeah. But I'll let you know about it now, y'all. So the Phillies reporter Taryn Hatcher. So Taryn Hatcher got let go by the MLB Network because by NBC Sports Philadelphia because her contract didn't get renewed. So she's not returning back for the 2026 season. So yeah, Taryn Hatcher got let go, y'all. Because they didn't renew her contract. So and a lot of people in the comments talking about like they're happy that she got let go because they don't like her side reporting and all this stuff about, all that stuff what she doing about talking about the food at the CGP and all this stuff. I'm like, y'all people hating too much. Yeah, so I just want to let y'all know that. Yeah, the WVC, WVC is coming up next month anyway, so pitching change for the Phillies. So pitching change for the Blue Jays. So Tyler Rogers done pitching for the day coming to pitch for the Blue Jays to be Alan Rackham. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we had Keaton Anthony coming to bat for the Phillies. No Phillies fans on base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Adam Vecchio got a pitch in for you. For you, Keaton taking away first. Swinging the man, strike on one. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch for you, Keaton. Right, got to go strike two, 0-2. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch for you, Keaton away boy. You swinging that was a 5-0-2. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in for you, Keaton away boy. And Keita Anthony lines out sharply to the center fielder, Nathan Lewis. And Keita Anthony's out. Keita Anthony 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Carver connects the bat for the Phillies. No Phillies fans on base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Come on, Justin Carver, get another hit because you go one. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in there for you, Justin Ray Boy. Ronnie's got to go, the ball's going out. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in there for you, Justin Ray Boy. And you swing it down with the 5 balls, 1-1. Oh, he's in his jersey number 80, yeah, because that's what he had Justin Carver that number. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in there for you, Justin Ray Boy. You swing it down with the 5 balls, 1-2. So what's interesting? We gonna have to make a new chance. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What states? What do you mean by that? And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in there for you, Justin Ray Boy. You swing it down when that's another 5-1 still 1-2. I try to figure out what kind of chance can we get for Justin Carver because I don't even know what to give him yet. He's a new guy on the team, so he's gonna be on over their roster. So I don't know what kind of chance you give him for him. I know Alec King, we just say out to out, so we know we got that one set for him. But we gotta think of one for Justin Carver because I think we should give him one chance too. So the old manager we have. Oh, you mean Rod Thompson? And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in there for you, Justin Ray. And running has got a strike doing Justin Carver's out. Justin Carver, you 1 for 2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have a Adolis Garcia against the bat for the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 2 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Adam Vecchio got a pitch for you. Adolis Garcia for running strike goes the balls 1-0. And Adam Mack, you're gonna face me in those. Ronnie Catch goes 1-2-2-0. And Adam Mack, you're gonna face me in those. Going for those can see as for time, your nose can see if I've been ever see two baseballs. And Adam Mack, you're gonna face me in those. Going for it. And the Dogs gonna see it flies out to the left fielder, David Chanel. And the Dogs gonna see it's out. And Dogs gonna see it. You open 2. Yeah, that's see how I'm doing my face like this because I know Winston's gonna say I told you so. I know it's gonna see it's terrible at the point too. I know, just say right now, Winston. Just tell me that the nose can see it's terrible. Tell me that again so I can just so I can say you right. Because I'm about to start with, I'm starting to see a little bit. I'm starting to see a little bit of something here. And this is going to be, oh my god. Now you go ahead and say it because you know. Yeah, I was right about Nick Castellanos thing the way he did. Yeah. But Winston, you're right about Douglas Series is terrible at the plate because in spring training he's not showing me that he doing something just like right now. This first game is like what he can't even get on base, so that's just telling me something right here. And that's the us and the Phillies, so we still was going to game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do with the turn the bat at the bottom of the third. The 3 Blue Jay players do with the bat at the bottom of the third will be Nathan Woods, Only Commit, and Andreas Gimenez. I know I'm worried about yeah, because those is starting to make me worry right now. We're not even in the regular season yet, and he's playing like that. That's starting to be upsetting right now, because that's right upsetting right now. Because you always have rising calls like every time, like as an adversity thing now. So as you see what I said on X, yeah, I did see that. I did see that one stage. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, yeah, I did see that one stage. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that because I was like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man. So pink change for the Phillies. So Phillies Wilson is done pitching for the day. And coming to pitch for the Phillies would be Zach McKinley. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, you have Nathan Lewis coming bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Zach McKinley got the pitch, going to bring Nathan ready for his swing and the miss. Now strike one's on 1. And we got a new pitcher in for the Phillies, Joe. Zach McKinley. Yeah, Zach McKinley. So y'all just let you know that. And Zach McKinley got another pitch, going to bring Nathan ready for it. Yeah, he's swinging that one. That's a foul zone 2. And Zach McKinley got another pitch, going to bring Nathan ready for it. Right now, catch go. That's strike 3. And Nathan loses out. First strikeout for Zach McKinley. 1K. Yes, McKinley. That's how the way Star Wars born is on Wednesday. You spelled it wrong. It's McCamvley. You said Kimberly. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ernie Corrigan next to bat for the Blue Jays. And Blue Jays players on base. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Zach McKinley. McKinley got a pitch in the early rainbow. Right now, catch goes balls 1 out. And Zach McKinley got another pitch in the early rainbow. Right now, catch goes that strike 1 is 1-1. Yeah, Star Wars, you gotta put the K's in the chat, man. Star Wars, you forgetting to do your job. Why you forgetting all that? Star Wars, forget to put the K's in the chat. Come on, there, Star Wars. I mean, come on, there. And Zach McKinley, another pitch can be early great board. He swinging that one as a 5 balls and 1 and 2. Running catch goes. You swing that with the foul 1 and 2. You gotta put 1K though, not just another K. Like, yeah. And that McKinley got another pitch getting around. He going for it. Run that catch goes ball 2, the 2-2. There you go, so see, you gotta do your job. You're supposed to do the K's and stuff that because you write the 1K and Winston writes the amount of K's that we get. So that's what you did. And then Wednesdays, you supposed to when Star Wars writes the one like the number of K's we get, then you if you say 1K, you supposed to write the letter K in after him, so you can count out how many K's we got. But you just can't write. You can write like one. You can write like the letter K like the K like if it's 2K. You write the letter K twice, but you just can't write it for 3 because then it doesn't. You can't do that. And Zed McKinley got another pitch getting very early waiting for it. Ronda catch goes ball 3 is a 3-2 for count. And Zed McKinley got another pitch getting very early waiting for it. That is ball 4. And only commit is Walton who advanced the first base for the BlueJays. Ready to go, Zed McKinley. You walk your first bat of the game. It had to be early commit. So coming up next, the bat for the BlueJays, we have Honduras and Juniors connects the bat for the BlueJays. We got one BlueJay playing first base, one out, top 5 of the third. Here we go. And Honduras with Juniors expert and Zach McKenzie do a pitch over to his first baseman. And Kenny Andy to make sure that early committed to go to first base. Ready picking to number 1 at first base. And Zach McKinley got another pitch going for you. Honduras ready for it. Ronda catching those balls, 1-0. And Zach McKinley got another pitch getting for you. Andreas going for it. Ronda, he's swinging down with the 5 balls, 1-1. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I know you remember talking, but that's a new job for you. When you was next. So what's that? You have to be here for every Phillies regular season game, and so you can write the K's in the chat and stuff. So because if you're not here, then somebody else will have to do it. So just let you know that. And Zach McKinley another pitch getting for you. Andreas going for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls, 1-2. No, my grandpa doesn't work and stuff. She goes to our day phone when she doesn't work though. No, she doesn't work though. My grandpa doesn't, so. And that's when Kim got another pitch coming for Andreas going forward. That ball's in the dirt. That's a ball 2, the 2-2. Yeah, grandpa does have a job. What's next? You know that. She gets money from she gets SSI money, so she gets Social Security and stuff, so she don't have to go to work and stuff. She used to work in the past. We met, so but now she doesn't. So my girlfriend can't work because she has a medical condition going. But she can't work for medical reasons. What's next? And then McKinley got another pitch swing on the race going forward. He swinging that was a 5 balls and 2-2. Yeah, so yeah. And Zach McKinley got another pitch coming for Andreas going forward. You swing it that one, that's another 5 balls, still 2-2. Oh, you push cards for your job? Where do you even work at, Wednesdays? But you say you push cards for your job, so where you work at anyway? And Zach McKinley got another pitch coming for Andreas going forward. And Andreas Jimmy guards out to the first baseman, Keith Anthony. And Andreas Jimmy is out, but early commit advanced to second base. Oh, you want to grocery store? Okay. So coming up next, the bat for the BlueJays, we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next the bat for the BlueJays. We got one BlueJay player on second base, 2 outs, 5 in the third. Here we go. Zach Kimberly got a pitch in for you, Vladimir Grapefruit. Ryder catches goes balls 1-0. And Zach McKinley got a pitch in for you, Vladimir Grapefruit. And Van McGrew Jr. lines out to center fielder Justin Culver. And Van McGrew Jr. is out. That's what I'm talking about, Justin Culver. You finally caught something, man. You finally caught something in the outfield. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So we still was going game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do when they turn the bat at the top of the fourth. And the three Philly players in the bat at the top of the fourth will be Amanda Sosa, Albert Kim, and Brian De La Cruz. Amanda Sosa is 0 for 1. Albert Kim is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Brian De La Cruz is 1 for 1. That's why I said Justin Culver is a legend in MLB. Why? Because Justin Culver is related to his dad used to play he used to play in baseball, and also Justin Culver's cousin plays in baseball. So if y'all don't know who Justin Culver's cousin is, if you're a Seattle Mariners fan, if you know who J.P. Culver is, J.P. Culver is Justin Culver's cousin. So just let y'all know that if you did not know that. So since Justin Culver's going to be making over their roster, if we ever do play the Mariners this season, if we ever do, those two were able to see each other. That's like a family kind of reunion thing. You know, they got to play against each other. But if that was the case, that would be kind of like that's kind of a thing if y'all didn't know that. Yeah, his dad is Carl Kobe. Yeah, his dad played in the league, and his cousin J.V. Carver plays in the plays in MLB as well. That's why I know they're related. So yeah, so yeah, so just let you know there. Yeah, that's what I said. It's good that when you have a legendary person in your family, like your dad who used to play baseball, Clark Grover, and then on top of that, your cousin plays in the MLB as well. And it's just like that's a family affair right there. So it's kind of like it doesn't make you feel too bad as a person. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs. Top of the fourth. Here we go. Adam Vecchio got a pitch getting for Amanda Gray for it. Finest catch goes balls with him. And Adam Mackey, you're gonna pitch gonna bring him out to the great boy. Ronnie's catching on his ball too, the 2 down. Come on, Sosa. We need a hit out of you. 0 for 1. And Adam Mackey, you're gonna pitch gonna bring him out to the great boy. Ronnie's catching on his ball 3 is a 3 down. That was only spring training, but gotta show us something. So then he changed up from last season, like, got better. And Adam Mackey, you're gonna pitch gonna bring him out to the great boy. And that is ball 4. And the Violet Sosa is walked and will advance to first base for the Phils. And this is the Violet Sosa's first walk of the game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Albert Kim, and that's the bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free fair on first base. 0 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. I two. And Adam Vecchio got a pitch getting for you. I took away for it. You swing at that one's a 5 balls on 1. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch getting for you. I took away for it. Ronnie's catching those balls 1-1. Oh yeah, Cargo was on the Rays when he was yeah. And Adam Vecchio gonna pitch gonna play out to way forward. And swing at that was a foul balls 1-2. What's up, chasing 28, spin 12? Guess what, chasing 28, spin 12? The Phillies had two spring training games against your Yankees during your Yankees this spring training. So I'm covering one of the Yankees and Phillies spring training game that's coming up this I forget what date it is, but I'm going to be covering one of the games though. So I hope you come to the stream for that because I know that we got two of them in there. I forget which one they are, but it's gonna be exciting for that because I can't wait to cover that because cover one of them. I think I'm doing one of them. I think I'm covering the one on March 14th. I think it is. Yeah, so that's gonna be the one. I think that's the one. If I'm mistaken, if that's the right one. Hold on, let me see if I'm right because I want to just check that one first. Hold on. Yeah, so let me check that one first. Yeah, March 14th. Yep. Yeah, I'm covering the Phillies at the New York Yankees spring training game that's at 1:05 p.m. That's a Saturday, so if you can come to that stream, that'd be nice because that would be nice. Yeah, because that would be nice. Yeah, so I'll definitely doing that. So because you know how that goes. What's a virtual London game is here yet? Uh, and like you're gonna face for y'all doing swing the foul one, and we're gonna pitch you out the right because you're one, and we're gonna pitch you out doing swing the foul 1 and 2, and we're gonna pitch you out doing swing that was another foul still 1 and 2, and then you're gonna pitch you out the green, and Aldo Kim flies out to the center field and Nathan Lewis, and Aldo Kim is down. Aldo Kim, you 0 for 2 with your first strikeout. Coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Brian De La Cruz, and that's the bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base, one out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Adam Vecchio got a pitch in for you, Brian De La Cruz, great for it. Brian catches goes balls 1-0. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch in for you, Brian De La Cruz, great for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is a 1-1. I know, the Jose Alvaro's back, so we were able to say that again. Yeah, we got to say the Alvaro, so. Yeah, because Alvaro's back, so if he gets into a game, that'd be great to see that. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch coming for you, Brian De La Cruz, great for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two is a 1-2. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch coming for you, Brian De La Cruz, great for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Brian De La Cruz is out. And Brian De La Cruz, you 1 for 2. You 1 for 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Raphael and Sean connects the bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base, 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Adam Vecchio got a pitch coming for you, Raphael, great for it. Riding catch goes the balls 1-0. Yeah, no score is good pitching. Yeah, the pitching's good, just the hitting is just terrible. And 2026, 2025. It said 2026 Eagles 28 looking forward to great season. Yep, that's true. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch coming for you, Raphael, great for it. Riding catch goes the strike one is a 1-1. And Adam Vecchio got another pitch coming for you, Raphael, great for it. And Raphael Michelle lines out to the center field and Nathan Lewis. And Raphael Michelle is out. Raphael Michelle, you 0 for 2. And that's the to the Phillies. So we still was going to game, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do when they turn the bat at the bottom of the fourth. And the three Blue Jay players do the bat at the bottom of the fourth will be Alejandro Kirk, Edison, Rieger, and Kazuma Okayama. Phillies games are really good. And also, guys, I also checked too. I also checked too on the Phillies schedule that the Phillies do have a game against the San Francisco Giants. So that'll be the first time that the Phillies will play against the San Francisco Giants this season. But the San Francisco Giants are traveling to Philadelphia to play us, so that'll be the first time that we get to see, Harrison Bader on his new team. So that's gonna be interesting. Like, Harrison Bader's team's be in Philadelphia. He be there the first time he be at Century Park since he got traded. So that's gonna be interesting to see that. Cause I know we're gonna have to say we're not gonna say if you Harrison Bader run. I hope we Phillies fans don't do that because that would be terrible to do that. But that's in the regular season, so I just found that out. So, but other than that. Let's see. Let me find it out for you. For you what's next. I think they might play them for like the spring training. I'm not sure for the regular season. I don't think so. I can check that out for you. So I don't know if the regular season we are, but let me check for you. Yeah. So what's that? So Friday, March 20th, the Phillies will have a game with the Philadelphia Phillies will have a game. It'll be the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Detroit Tigers on Friday, March 20th at 1:05 p.m. So it'll be the Phillies versus the Tigers on March 20th at 1:05 p.m. for a spring training game. And that's on NBC Sports Philadelphia. So if you have the MLB app, you can watch that game to see the Phillies and the Tigers go head to head in a spring training game on March 20th. So just want to let you know that. So, yeah, so that's March 20th. So I was letting you know that. So that was one of the games right there. And also too, that's the second game. But the first game that the Phillies are playing against the Tigers, it's gonna be the Phillies at the Detroit Tigers first spring training game on next Friday at 1:05 p.m. So that's a bowl game. So that's the first game, and the second one is March 20th, where we gotta go to where you come where the Tigers go over to the vacate ballpark to play the Phillies in the second spring training game. So we have two spring training games against y'all, one on the 27th and one on the March 20th. So yeah. I may not be able to cover the one on 27th, but the March 21st, I might get that one because I have day off. So I might use that day off to cover that game. So that's going to be on my list right there. So, yeah, so that's going to be the one I really might do. So yeah, just to let you know that. I might do that one. So, yeah, next Friday, yep. And then the one is going to be on the 20th. So just mark down the 27th, February 27th, and March 20th on your calendar Wednesdays if you can. Because those are the two games the Phillies are playing against the Tigers for a spring training game. So one is going to be on the road. I think the one on the 27th and the one on the 20th is going to be the Phillies home opener. The Phillies home it's going to be a Phillies home game in Clearwater. So just let you know for that one. So opinion change for the Phillies. So Zach Cam Lee is the pitcher for the day. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Max Lazar. To come at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Alejandro Kirk on the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Max Lazar got a pitch going to bring Alejandro Kirk for swing the foul to one. And Max Lazar got a pitch for Alejandro running catch goes strike 2 and 2. Max Lazar got a pitch for Alejandro running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And next is going to pitch for Alejandro going for swing and a miss, and that strike 3. Alejandro Kirk is out. First strikeout for Max Lazar, 1K. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Addison Roger next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Max Lazar got a pitch going to be Addison. Running catch goes to 1-0. And next is going to pitch Addison. Running catch goes strike 1-1. The next is going to pitch Addison. Swinging as a foul to the 1 and 2. And Max Lazar got a pitch Addison. Running catch goes to ball 2 and 2. And Max Lazar got another pitch going to for Addison. But Addison Rogen lines out to the center fielder, Justin Kaufman. That's what I'm talking about, Justin Kaufman. Yeah. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Kazuma Akayoto coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays players on base. Two outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Max Lazar got a pitch going for Kazuma get ready for a running catch goes to balls with him. And Max Lazar got another pitch going to bring Kazuma get ready for it. And Kazuma okay out the road too. grounds out to the third base and Christian Castro to the first base and Keith Anthony. And Castro is out. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So we still have a scoreless game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Let's turn the bat top of the field. And the three Philly players in the bat top of the field will be Dylan Moore, Christian C. Andrew, and Keith Anthony. Dylan Moore is 0 for 1. Christian C. Andrew is 0 for 1. And Keith Anthony is 0 for 1. Anyway, he said hopefully he don't get too drunk to play first. Well, I don't think he did bad. Nick, I saw like the clips of Nick Castellanos practicing playing first base, and he didn't look too drunk for that. He didn't practice playing first base, so I didn't see the first game that he played. But somebody was showing the game that Nick Castellanos playing with the Padres, and they showed the game, and I was like, wow, they showed this game. I was like, really, like they were showing it, and I was like, well, I didn't expect them to do that, but you expect them to do that, so. Yeah, so you were expecting that. Yeah, MC supposed to. I'm about to say, what's going on with your neck, work? Alright, so coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Dylan Moore for the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans away. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. And pitch change for the Blue Jays. So Adam Vecchio was done pitching today. Counter pitch for the Blue Jays be CJ Van E. I think that's how you say it. And CJ Van E got a pitch coming for you, Dylan, wait for it. And then more grounds out to shortstop Josh. She was hit to the first base and Robert Goodwin. And then was out. Then more you 0 for 2. And coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we had Christian Sierra come next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. Going out. Top of the fifth. Here we go. CJ Van got a pitch in before you couldn't stay. Why the catch goes the ball to them. CJ Van got a pitch you couldn't stay. Why the catch goes the ball to 2-0. And CJ Van got a pitch you couldn't stay. Why the catch goes the second man strike 1 and 2-1. And CJ Van got a pitch you couldn't stay. Why the catch goes the ball to the 2-2. Why the catch goes strike 2-2-2. And CJ Van got a pitch you couldn't stay. Away for 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Christian Sierra is out. And Christian Sierra, you 0 for 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Keith Anthony connects the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. CJ Vanny got a pitch going to be Keith taking away for it. Right, this catch goes to balls without. And CJ Vanny got a pitch for you Keith taking away for it. Right, this catch goes to strike 1 is a 1-1. I know it's a pitcher's battle on you. And CJ Vanny got another pitch going for you Keith taking away for it. Right, this catch goes to ball 2 the 2-1. I know, boy. I know, right? And CJ Bailey got a pitch getting for you. Keep taking away for it. Ronnie's catch go to strike two with the 2-2. And CJ Bailey got another pitch getting for you. Keep taking away for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5-0 and 2-2. And he didn't knock his batting helmet off his head. And CJ Bailey got another pitch getting for you. Keep taking away for it. Ronnie's catch goes to roll three. It's a 3-2 to full count. And CJ Bailey got the pitch week, Keith away for it. And that is ball four. And Keith Anthony is rolled through face to first base for the Phillies. And this is Keith Anthony's first walk of the game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Justin Corbin against the bat for the Phillies. We got one free play on first base, 2 outs, time to pick. Here we go. CJ Bailey got a pitch getting away, Justin away for it. Ronnie's catch goes, rolls with him. And CJ Bailey got the pitch getting away, Justin away for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And CJ Bailey got the pitch for you, Justin away for it. Oh, right after his glove. He swung that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Justin Corbin will advance to first base for the Phillies. Justin Corbin got the hit. Justin Corbin's 2 for 3, y'all. And Justin Corbin singles on a line drive to the shortstop, John Gingerich. And Keenan Anthony on second base. So the Phillies got Justin Corbin on first base and Keenan Anthony on second base. The ball knocked off his glove. If you saw that Wednesday, if you saw that Star Wars on the NBA, the baseball just knocked off the person's glove, like, you know, it bounced off and then he tried to catch it back. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia against the bat for the Phillies. We got Philly fans on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. CJ Bailey got a pitch for you. Adolis go wait for it. He's swinging that with a 5-0-1. And CJ Bailey got another pitch for you. Adolis go wait for it. And those gonna see X for time on you, and those gonna see get right back in the bat box, hit some base runs. And CJ Bailey got another pitch getting away, and those go wait for it. Oh, those gonna see is out the bat, y'all. This could be either you get on base or strike out. And CJ Bailey got another pitch, and those go wait for it. Ronnie's catching those rolls with 1. And CJ Bailey got another pitch getting for you, and those go wait for it. CJ Bailey do a pitch over to his first baseman, Vladimir Jr. to make sure that Justin Corbin got the first base bag, picking to number 1 at first base. And CJ Bailey got another pitch getting away, no one's going for it. He swing at that one, it's a 5 balls and 1 and 2. And I just thought about Justin Corbin doing really good. I know Justin Corbin's doing really good. And CJ Bailey got another pitch for you, no one's going for it. And the dog's gonna see it grounds out to the third baseman, Charlie McAdoo, to the first baseman, Vladimir Jr. And the dog's gonna see it's out. The dog's gonna see it. And those gonna see you 0 for 3, and you got Justin Corbin and Keenan Anthony on base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So still with scores game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do when they turn the bat at the bottom of the fifth. And the three Blue Jay players do up the bat at the bottom of the fifth. We Dalton Varsho, David Snyder, and Nathan Lewis. Winstead was right. Winstead was right this time. That those conceded is terrible. Yeah, I'm giving props for that one right now because lately I'm just saying this right now, you know what? Just because he couldn't hit out of a shoebox, yo. And this is just embarrassing right now, just like the Duke hit. There you go. What's up, Stacey? So, okay, so, you guys at this is what's going on here. But I missed so far. What happened? Did I miss something? Did I miss something here? Is that it was says who? Wait, Star Wars said who's pitching Johnson? Oh, okay. So pitch change for the Phillies. So Max Zoltan pitch for the income. The pitch for the Phillies will be Seth Johnson. To come to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Dalton Varsho in the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch for you. Dalton Green. But running catch goes to 1-2. Seth Johnson got a pitch for you. Dalton running catch. Swinging the base. A strike goes 1-1. And Seth Johnson got a pitch for you. Dalton wait for it. Running catch goes to 1-2-2-1. And the St. John's gonna pitch, you know, the running catch goes roll 3 is a 3-1. And St. John's gonna pitch, you know, you can wait for you. Swing that one goes high, you can wait it, the ball's going, gone! Solo home run for Dalton Varsho, and the Blue Jays have got on the board. So it's going, the Blue Jays have 1 run, the Phillies have 0 runs. And this is Dalton Varsho's first home run in spring training on a fly ball to the center field. Now it's 1-0 Blue Jays. Damn it. Seth Johnson, you a piece of shit. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Davis. Sanu coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jays players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fifth, here we go. So Johnson gonna pitch to Davis. Swinging the mid, strike to 1. So Johnson gonna pitch to Davis. Running catch goes to 1-1. So Johnson gonna pitch to Davis. Running catch goes to 1-2-2-1. So Johnson gonna pitch to Davis. Running catch goes to 1-3 to 3-1. And Seth Johnson got no pitch to Davis, wait for it. And that is ball 4. And Davis is walked and will base the first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Seth Johnson. You walk your first bat against Heavy Davis Sneeden. And you got a home run not through you you got a home run not through you by Donald Verso. Terrible. Why did you have to walk Davis Sneeden? Why? 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 So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Nathan Lewis next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got one Blue Jay. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Nathan Lewis next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got one Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So Johnson got a pitch coming for you. Bring Nathan away for it. Right now, comes goes to Rose Renew. Oh, so they're gonna have RJ Shooter pitch one for Davis Sneed. Okay, that's good. Yeah, sometimes I'm not making the dance when we think, this guy's terrible. And Seth Johnson got another pitch, can bring anything away from it. And Nathan Lewis grinds into a double play to the pitcher, Seth Johnson, to the shortstop, and Ronald Sosa, to the first base, and Keaton Anthony. And RJ Sewell is out of second base, and Nathan Lewis is out of first base. Yes, another double play, y'all. Yes, we just backing up the double plays out here. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have I can't even tell who that is. And his last name something, yeah, we're back in the double play, y'all. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Will Jimmy single next to bat for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Seth Johnson got a pitch, can play Leo, go away for it. Run that catch goes to Rose Renew. Seth Johnson got a pitch, Leo, go away for it. Swing it out with the 5 balls, 1-1. And Seth Johnson got another pitch, can play Leo, go away for it. You swing it down when it's a 5 balls and 1-2. And Seth Johnson got another pitch, can play Leo, go away for it. Right, that catch goes to ball 2, it's a 2-2. And Seth Johnson got that pitch, can play Leo, go away for it. Right, that catch goes to ball 3, it's a 3-2, the full count. And Seth Johnson got another pitch, can play Leo, go away for it. And Leo Jimenez grounds out to the first baseman, Keaton Anthony. And Leo Jimenez is out. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs. The Blue Jays have 1 run, and that's the end of the 5th, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turning red. Let's see the Phillies turning red at the top of the 6th. And that was 1-0 Blue Jays. And the 3 Philly players in red top of the 6th would be Ronald Sosa, Adam Kim, and Roger Cruz. Ronald Sosa 0 for 1 with a walk. Adam Kim is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Roger Cruz is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Yeah, I know the Phillies victory song. It's that the high home song. We only sing that one that the Phillies win like a regular season game or a spring training game. That's when you sing that song. But that's the Phillies victory song. So that's the only time you ever sing that song is when you know they win a game. So yeah, that's the one song that. Well, the reason why I knew about singing that song because I watched a lot of Phillies captains videos on YouTube, and he used to sing that song at the end of at the end of every game. So that's how I run the song. So yeah, the Phillies need to wake up, Star Wars, because we down 1-0. He said, "We say he ain't got nothing on you." That's real, yeah. So coming to bat for the Phillies, we have a lot of soldiers going to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 top of the sixth. Here we go. CJ, you got a pitch, can do very well. Never running because goes straight with the one. And CJ, got a pitch, very well. Going forward. The lot of soldiers grounds out to the shortstop, Josh Fields, to first baseman, Sean Keys, and the lot of soldiers out. A lot of soldiers, you 0 for 2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Aldo Kim next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. One out. Top of the sixth. Here we go. Oh, so this will be saying Aldo Kim. We saying 8. And CJ Eric got a pitch. Can everybody out to the way boy? You see that was a 5 on 1. And CJ Eric got a pitch. Out to you see that was a 5 on 2. And CJ Eric got a pitch. Out to the way boy. Ronnie's catching those balls 1 and 2. I'm running. This is a new chant for Aldo Kim. I'm about to get used to saying it, y'all, because, and CJ Raider got the pitch when y'all took away from it. Ronnie's catching goes to ball 2. Is it 2 and 2? Well, if West Stats came with this new chant for Aldo Kim, it's not bad. And CJ Raider got the pitch coming for you. I'll take away from it. Ronnie's catching goes to ball 3. Is it 3 and 2? Is it for him? And CJ Raider got the pitch when y'all took away from it. And that is ball 4. Aldo Kim is walking to base the first base for the Phillies. And this is Aldo Kim's first ball of the game. Aldo Kim got on base with a walk, yo. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Ryan De La Cruz. And next, the bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on first base. 1 out, top of the sixth. Here we go. CJ Rivera got a pitch connect for you. Ryan De La Cruz, waiting for it. Ronnie's catch goes to balls 1 out. And CJ Rivera got another pitch connect for you. Ryan De La Cruz, waiting for it. Ronnie's catch goes. That's strike 1 is 1-1. And CJ Rivera got another pitch connect for you. Ryan De La Cruz, waiting for it. Ronnie's catch goes to ball 2 is a 2-1. And CJ got the pitch for you, Bonded, Cruz, away, Bowen. Ronnie's catching go to strike two with a 2-2. And CJ got the pitch for you, Bonded, Cruz, away, Bowen. Ronnie's catching go to strike three. And Bonded, Cruz out. Bonded, Cruz, you 1 for 3 with your second strikeout. As you know, wait. And it's even gonna pitch three running because running because you're the strike two, the 2-2. But yeah, when it went too fast, so my bad. He won, man. When the calls come on the strikeout, what? Oh man. And see, you're gonna pitch three running because you're waiting. And Vondon and Coons challenged the pitcher's results. The call interference was confirmed. Vondon and Coons is out on the strikes. And Ronnie Coons, you 1 for 3 with your second strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Raphael Machon against the bat for the Phillies. We got 1 player on first base, 2 outs, top of the 6. Here we go. CJ Rivera got a pitch, getting ready. Raphael get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes to strike 1-0-1. And CJ Rivera got the pitch, getting ready. Raphael get ready for it. That ball's in the dirt. That's the ball's 1-1. And CJ Rivera got the pitch, getting ready. Raphael get ready for it. Ronnie's catching goes the ball too. It's a 2-1. And CJ got the pitch, getting ready. Raphael get ready for it. And Raphael Machon grounds out to the second baseman Leo Jennings, who goes to the first baseman Sean Keys. And Raphael Machon is out. Raphael Machon, you 0 for 3. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So it's cool. The Phillies have 0 the Blue Jays have 1-1. And we know to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see if the Blue Jays can able to turn the bat at the bottom of the 6th. And it's still 1-0 Blue Jays. And the 3 Blue Jay players in the bat at the bottom of the 6th to be Josh Kingsbury, Sean Keys, and CJ Stubbs. What you say, if I don't answer because I got to help pick up my dirty house. I'm saying, when you said pick up your dirty house, I don't even know what that means when it says pick up your dirty house. What's that supposed to mean? Do you mean clean up your dirty house? Because you said pick up my dirty house, like, you know. Oh, you mean clean your dirty house? Okay. You say if I don't answer, I gotta help clean up my dirty house. I'm saying, okay, that makes a lot better. When you get about this game, this game going by fast, y'all. We're in the bottom of the 6th already. It's like this game going by so fast. Alright, come with the bat for the Blue Jays. We have Josh Kingsbury going to bat for the Blue Jays. And Blue Jay players on base. 0, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. just say, you know what? Right, Louis and freaking large. And pitch change for the Phillies. So Seth Johnson done pitching tonight for the Bay. Come to pitch for the Phillies be Nolan Hoffman. So Nolan Hoffman got a pitch getting for Josh Greenwood. You see that goes right to the grass, that's a single. And Josh Greenwood will raise the first base for the Blue Jays. Josh Greenwood singles on a soft ground ball to the pitcher Nolan Hoffman. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Sean Keys. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs, 5 and 6. Here we go. Nolan Hoffman got a pitch getting away, showing the way for swing. That was a 5-1. And Nolan Hoffman got another pitch for showing right there catching those balls 1-1. And Nolan Hoffman got another pitch for showing the way for you swing. That was a 5 balls 1-2. And Nolan Hoffman got another pitch getting for you showing the way for it. You swing it down, it goes high, you go way back there, the ball is going, gone. Solo home run for Sean Keys, and the Blue Jays extended lead yet again. So let's go. The Phillies have 0 runs, the Blue Jays have 3 runs, and the Blue Jays we get the third run score, and the 5 and 6 thanks to Sean Keys solo home run. And this is Sean Keys' first home run of the spring training on a 5-0 to the right center field. That's a 2-1 home run for Sean Keys. That's good. The Phillies have 0. The Blue Jays had 3 runs, and the Blues get the third run score at the top of the 5 and 6 thanks to Josh Zimmerman and Sean Keys' 2-1 home run. This is Sean Keys' first home run in the spring training on the 5-0 to the right center field. Dang it, yo. 3-0 Blue Jays. Dang it. I know it's spring training, but damn. Pretty like this, so. Yeah, the first thing replacing keys of his rays, replacing so keep that right now, and there we go. Continuing replacing first race and can go play. Then replacing sailors and then replacing racing market times replacing revolution like catching and then okay, so okay. So coming up next, the red for the Blue Jays, we got CJ Sturgeon, it's the red for the Blue Jays, and the weekend first on 8 0 5 and 6, here we go. Nolan Harvey got a pitch connect by CJ Greenwood. He swinging that one goes right to the grass, and that's a single. And CJ Stones will race the first base for the Blue Jays. And CJ Stones singles on line drive to the right fielder, Dylan Campbell. And Dylan Campbell. I wonder if CJ Stones related to the Garrett Stones. That's a good question, right? If he is, I hope he's very soon. So coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have, I can say this was the name right. So next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Yohendrick Paniego. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs, 5 and 6, and here we go. Paniego got a, Nolan Harvey got a pitch getting for Paniego, get ready for him. Running catch goes the balls with him. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch Paniego, running, he's sweet at 5-1. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch Paniego, running, he's sweet at 5-1-2. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch Paniego, and a drop foul popped up by third baseman Carson Danny. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch Paniego, get ready for him. Running catch goes the ball 2-2-2. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch Paniego, get ready for him. And Yohendrick Paniego gets my time on you. And Yohendrick Paniego get right in the back by 6 on the base. And Nolan Harvey got another pitch for you. Diego waiting for that ball's in the dirt. The ball 3 is a 3-2, the full count. And no hopping under the pitch can everybody. Diego waiting for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 3-2. We need a pitch, another very. So what's with the white buzz? Do you like all the equally? Well, I like the football. I like the NFL, I like football, baseball, and I like footballs, and basketball, and baseball all equally. So like the NFL for the football, I like the NBA for basketball, and I also like the MLB for baseball. So and no how we're gonna do the pitch, get it for you, ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Hendrick, San Diego is out. First strikeout for Nolan Hoffman, 1K. Yeah, so Oh, okay. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Charles McAdoo next to bat for the Blue Jays. Got one Blue Jay player on first base. 1 out, bottom of the 6, here we go. Nolan Hoffman got a pitch in for Charles, go ready for it. He swing that one goes right to the grass, and that's a single. And Charles McAdoo will race the first base for the Blue Jays. And Charles McAdoo singles on line drive to left fielder, Angel Liu, and CJ Stills will race to third base, and Charlie McAdoo will race to second base. So the Blue Jays got Charlie McAdoo on second base, and CJ Stills on third base. And the first substitution, Rolling to will pinch hit for Johnny Brusco. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Rolling Churchill. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Blue Jays playing on second base and third base. 1 out, bottom of the 6, here we go. Nolan Hoffman got a pitch in up for Riley, get ready for it. Runner catches go to strike 1 on 1. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch for Riley, get ready for it. You swing that was a foul was on 2. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch for Riley, get ready for it. And Riley Toronto, and then the expert timeout, and Riley Toronto go right back to bat by 6 base rules. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch in for Riley, get ready for it. Runner catches goes to balls 1 and 2. And Nolan Hoffman got the pitch in for you, Riley, get ready for it. Runner catches goes to balls 1 and 2. And Nolan Hoffman got the pitch for you, Riley, get ready for it. Runner catches goes to ball 2, the 2 and 2. And Nolan Hoffman got the pitch in for you, Riley, get ready for it. Runner catches goes to strike 3, and Riley Toronto's out. Second strikeout for Nolan Hoffman, 2K. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have. And the ice is his name, we'll take it to. I don't want to say his first name wrong, so. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have RJ Shedwick. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Blue Jays playing on second base and third base. 2 outs, bottom of the 6, here we go. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch in by RJ, get ready for it. Runner catches go to strike 1. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch to RJ, get ready for it. Runner catches go to strike 2. And Nolan Hoffman got a pitch to RJ, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, not strike 3. And RJ, Rick is out. And that's the to the Blue Jays. So the score, the Phillies have 0 runs, the Blue Jays had 3 runs, and that's the end of the 6th inning, gentlemen. Moving on to the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the red. Let's see what the Phillies can do. Let's turn the red top of the 7th. And the 3 Philly players in the red top of 7th. Minerva, Penegridio, Carson, David, and Felix Islands. And that's third strikeout for Nolan Hope and 3 Ks. So the big change for the Blue Jays, so see the pitcher next on the pitch for the Blue Jays will be Jack Cushing. The call at the bat for the Phillies here. Luino, Pellegrino comes to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players no Rays. Zeros. At the top of the 7th, here we go. Jack on the pitch, get in for you. For you. Move it to ready for it. Riley's catch goes the ball through. And Jack on the pitch to Riley swing that's foul one. And Jack on the pitch here, they're waiting for it. Riley's swinging the strike 2-1-2. And Jack on the pitch here, we're waiting for it. Riley catch goes the ball 2-2-2. And Jack on the pitch here, Riley catches the ball 3-2 for Kim. And Jack on the pitch here, we're waiting for it. And that is ball 4. And like over. And Google is ball to advance the first base for the Phils. And this is Leo Phil's first ball of the game. To come up next event for the Phillies, we have Perry Joe. Leon come next event for the Phillies. Got 1 free player on first base, 0. Top 7. Here we go. Jack got a pitch. Can be Perry Joe ready for it. Rodney's catch goes balls 1-0. And Jack got a pitch. Can be Perry Joe ready for it. You swing it that was a 5 balls 1-1. And Jack got a pitch. Can be Perry Joe ready for it. And Pedro grounds into a force out to third base and Charlie McAdoo, the second baseman Leo Jones. and Mayor Pedro is out at second base, and Pedro advanced to first base. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Dante. No, you can list the bat for the Phillies. No Philly, we got one Philly bat on first base, one out. Top of 7, here we go. And Jack on the pitch, going for you, Dante. Runners catch goes the ball 1-0. Jack on the pitch, you Dante, get ready for it. Runners catch goes the ball 2-0. And Jack on the pitch, you Dante, runners catch goes the ball 1-0. And what are they gonna call this one? Oh, that's a strike right there. Damn. Okay. And Jack on the pitch, we do take away, but Runners catch goes the strike 1-1. And Jack on the pitch, we do take away, but win. Runners catch goes the ball 2-1. And Jack on the pitch, we do take away, but win. And the BlueJays catch try to throw a pitch over to second base and they try to tag out Pedro, but he couldn't, and it was safe at second base. This is Pedro's first steal of spring training on second base. And Jack under the pitch connect for you. Don't take away for it. Runners catch goes the ball 3-1. And Jack under the pitch connect for you. Don't take away for it. He swung it down with a 5-0 to 3-2. That's a full count. And Jack on the pitch connect for you. Don't take away for it. Runners catch go to strike 3. And Dante is out. Dante, you're over 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Carson Dominic. Next, the bat for the Phillies, you got one free player on second base, 2 outs. On top of the 7, here we go. Jack got a pitch before you call a single A board. Runners catch goes ball 1-0. Jack got a pitch when you call a single A board. And a wild pitch, runner pitch at Jack, Hudson, and Page a little and base to third base. And Jack got a pitch for you when you call a single A board. Runners catch another strike 1-1. And Jack on that pitch where he calls a great board. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 1-2. And Jack on that pitch where he calls a great board. Runners catch goes ball 2 to 2-2. And Jack on that pitch where he calls a great board. He You swing that one, the 5-0 to 2-2. And D Martini. Why did I say D Martini? It calls it D Martini. And Jack and then Piskin the boy, you crossing the board. Ronnie's catching goes the ball 3, the 3-2, the book out. And Jack and then Piskin the boy, crossing the board. And crossing D Martini, yes, for Tamio. And crossing D Martini, right back in the back, passing small baseballs. And Jack and then Piskin the boy, you crossing the board. You swing it out with the 5-0 to 3-2. And Jack and then Piskin the boy, crossing the board. Ronnie's catching goes at strike 3. And crossing D Martini down. Crossing D Martini, you overruled your first strikeout. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So it's one the Phillies have 0 runs, the Blue Jays have 3 runs. And we know to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen, is the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see the Blue Jays do it, turn the bat at the bottom of the 7th. The 3 Blue Jay players do it the bat at the bottom of the 7th. And we got Leo, Leo Gutierrez, Leo Jimenez, and George Casarich. So pitch change for the Phillies. So Nolan Hoffman's that pitcher for the day. Coming to pitch for the Phillies to be Andrew Rollins. To come the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Raphael. They good come the bat to the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players are raised. 0 hours, 5 and 7. Here we go. Andrew Rollins got a pitch. Can they for you? Between Raphael, Green Bay, and Raphael. And as soon as they was going to the grass, I see Raphael and advance the first inning for the Blue Jays. Raphael and Lucille singles on the ground ball to catch up home. McIntosh. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Leo Julius connects the bat with the Blue Jays at 1 with you playing first base. 0, bottom 7, here we go. Andrew Rose got a pitch to Leo going for it. Sweet over the 5 was on 1. Andrew Rose got a pitch to Leo going for it. Running catch goes, running catch goes, running catch goes, rolls 1-1. Andrew Rose got a pitch to Leo going for it. Andrew Rose took a pitch up to his first base to make sure that the left field when it's a good go to first base right, pick it to the one to first base. Andrew Rose another pitch get there for Leo going for it. Running catch goes, roll 2 to 2-1. Andrew Rose another pitch to Leo going for it. Running catch goes, roll 2 2-1. Andrew Rose another pitch get there for Leo going for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 2-2. Andrew Rose another pitch get there for Leo going for it. And Leo Jonas grinds out to second baseman. Leo had the guru to go to the first base and Phillies. Rios and review. We go to base to second base. And coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have John Kazowicz coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got one Blue Jay playing second base, 1 out, 5 to 7, here we go. Andrew Rose got a pitch connect for Josh Grayboy. Runner catch goes, balls 1 out. Andrew Rose got a pitch for Josh Grayboy. Runner catch goes, roll 2 to 2 now. And Andrew Rose got a pitch connect for Josh Grayboy. Andrew Rose got a pitch for Josh Grayboy. Runner catch goes, strike 1 to 2-1. Andrew Rose got a pitch for Josh Grayboy. And Josh Kendall goes out to the shortstop Brian Wickles, the first baseman. Phillies review, they go to a base of the race. So coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Sean Keegan. Next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay playing third base. 2 outs, 5 to 7, here we go. Andrew Rose got a pitch connect for Sean Grayboy. And coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Sean next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay playing third base. 2 outs, 5 to 7, here we go. And you were got a pitch connect for you, Sean running catch goes, strike 1. And that's and so he trots out to the first baseman, but that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So the score of the Phillies have 0 runs, the Blue Jays have 3 runs. That's the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies to the red. Let's see the Phillies to the red top of the game. the three Philly versus the Red Sox League, Paul McIntosh, Brian Reynolds, and Venus Rios. The franchise for the Blue Jays was Zach Christian is unofficial tonight on the official Blue Jay Jays and fame to come at the bat for the Phillies we have. Phillies, Rams, going to bat for the Phillies, no Phillies away, zeros, top 8, here we go. Jays got a pitch, get Liverpool, and Phillies, running catch goes ball down. And Jays got a pitch, and Phillies get Liverpool, swing down to Pablo's 1-1. And Jays got a pitch, and Phillies, running catch goes ball 2-1. And Jays got a pitch, and Phillies get Liverpool. He's swinging down with running grades, and Phillies, Rams, going to first, half a second. Phillies got a double, we got Hayes with 1, and Phillies, this first double on the spring training. The spring training season on the shot line drive to left field. RJ shoot right. So come up next to that for the Blue Jays. Come next to that for the Phillies we have. Yeah, so come on next. So come up next to that for the Phillies we have. You got Brian Rankos for this to the Phillies. You got one Philly player on the second base. Zeros. Tony, here we go. Because of the red for the Phillies, we have home McIntosh for the red for the Phillies. No favors away. Zeros. Tony, here we go. Jays got a 50 home run because of the logo. Jays got a 50 home run swing the final one. Jays got a 50 home run because of the ball 2-1. And Jays got a 50 home run for win. And Jays got a 50 home run and swing them running guards and home run first, half a second. And this is home run here. He's 1-for-1. And this is Paul McIntosh's first double on the spring training season. Phillies, going to the Phillies, got one paper, second base, one out, top of the eighth, here we go. Games got a pitch connect for you, Phillies running at swing the foul one. Games got a pitch, running catch the ball 1. Games got a pitch, Phillies running catch the ball 2-1. Games got a pitch, Phillies running swing the strike 2-2. Games got a pitch connect for you, Phillies ready for it. And Phillies got hit by a pitch over. It's the first base for the field. So we got the face of Phillies on first base, and Paul McIntyre on second base. So come the next event for the Phillies you have. So to the one person on the stadium in the 1990s. And then goes up to the race into the first inning, so he's the time. And Phillies out Phillies over the first strikeout. And the next event, the Phillies got Billy Cable. For the next event, the Phillies got one big ass raise, one out, got top of the eight. Here we go. Gaze in the face when you deal when it gets swing of the power one. Gaze in the face when it catches the ball to one. And then we're gonna gaze in the face when you deal with the ready for it. And then it came up pops out to the first base and show keys and then Cable's out and then Cable 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 0 and the Blue Jays have 8 runs. So the Phillies have 0 and the Blue Jays have 3 runs. And the next event for the Phillies we have. And it's going to come. And coming next event, the Phillies have 1 free second base, 2 outs. Top of the eighth, here we go. And let's see, guys, out to the third base and to the first base and turn keys down. Turn keys down. And then 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. The coming on the so pitching change for the Phillies. So Andrew Owens is up pitcher tonight. Coming to pitch the Phillies with Andrew Vega. And coming to bat for the Blue Jays, we have CJ Stubbs coming to bat for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays first away, 0 outs. Bottom of the eighth, here we go. Andrew Vega got a pitch connect with CJ going for it. Runner catches the balls with him. And you really got to pitch to CJ, runner catches the ball with him. And you really got to pitch to CJ, runner catches the strike with one. And you really got to pitch to CJ, going for CJ, starts runs out to shortstop, running really close. Looking to the first and the field, is going to enter. And CJ steps down. From the next event for the Blue Jays, we have You have Fernando connects the bat for the Blue Jays. You have one number you pass a raise, one out, from here, here we go. And you make a fist me, you wait for it, so that's about was on one. And you make a fist me, you wait for it. Runner catch goes strike is a roll 1-1. And you make a fist me, runner catch goes a roll 2-1. And coming next to the Blue Jays, you're doing pretty, you're going to say the Blue Jays pass a raise. One out, around here, here we go. And you make a fist me, you hit this game for running 25 1. If you make an effect, you catch a one. And you make an effect, you effect, you really catch a 1-2-1. And you make an effect, you wait for swinging away a strike 2-2-2. And you make an effect, you wait for the guys out to the first base and fifth base. And when next to bat for the Blue Jays, we had Charles McAdoo, and next to bat for the Blue Jays, the Blue Jays passed away, 2 outs. Around there. And you make an effect, Charles running because of the ball. And you make an effect, Charles running because of the ball 2-2 now. And you make an effect, Charles going for running because of the ball 3-3 now. And you make an effect, Charles Rayford. And that is ball 4. And Charles Rayford is ball to advance the first base for the Blue Jays. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Raleigh Torino. Next to bat, the Blue Jays have one wicket fan first base. 2 outs, about here we go. And you make a pitch for Raleigh Rayford. Right now, catch goes rolls with him. And you make a pitch for Raleigh Rayford. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1-1. And you make a pitch for Raleigh when catch goes with him. And you make a pitch for Raleigh swing and strike 1. And you make a pitch for Raleigh and you make a pitch to the first baseman, or to the first baseman to make sure that Charles Magnet on the first base back pitch to the one at first base. And you make another pitch for Raleigh Rayford. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2, the 1-2. And you make another pitch for Raleigh Rayford. Runner catch goes ball 2, the 2-2. And you make another pitch for you, Raleigh Rayford. Runner catch goes ball 3, the 3-2, the full count. And you make another pitch for Raleigh Rayford. And that is ball 4. And Raleigh Torino is ball to arrest the first base for the Blue Jays. And Torino to arrest second base, so the Blue Jays have Raleigh Torino on second base, on first base. And Charles Magnet on second base. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have And you got a pitch in for you. For your RJ. To come to the for the BlueJays, we have RJ single to the BlueJays, we have BlueJays in the first base, second base, 2 hours, about 80 mil. And you may get a pitch for your RJ, get ready for it. Right now, catching those balls with them. You know, they're gonna, Angie Baby gonna pitch for your RJ, get ready for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls with a win. Angie Baby gonna pitch for your RJ, get ready for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls with a win, too. And Angie Baby gonna pitch for your RJ, get ready for it. And OJ, she flies out sharply to the center field, Latino, and OJ is out. That's the yards for the Blue Jays. So the score is the Phillies have 0, the Blue Jays have 3 runs at the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Turn the bat at the bottom. So the score is the Phillies have 0, the Blue Jays have 3 runs at the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. Turn the bat at the top of the 9th. And the 3 Philly players leave at the top of the 9th will be Brian Rickles, Leover, Pedro, and Pedro Leon. And Pedro has no straight Pedro is bold. And Pedro Leon is off one for stolen base. So pitching change for the Blue Jays, okay? Steve Field is done pitching for the day. Coming to pitch for the Blue Jays to be Jahaven Coleman. So we have Ryan Rickles coming to bat for the Phillies. So Philly players on base, 0, top of the 9th, here we go. And Jahaven got a pitch in there for you. Rickles going for it. Ronnie's catch goes balls on them. And Jahaven got a pitch in there for you. Rickles going for it. And Jahaven got a pitch, Rickles, Ronnie catch goes strike one. And Jahaven got a pitch, Rickles, Ronnie catch goes ball 2 and 2-1. And Jahaven got a pitch, Rickles, Ronnie catch goes ball 3 to 3-1. And then the history Rickles going forward. Ronnie's catch goes straight 2 to 3-2 for kill. And then the history Rico Greenwood, and Ryan Rico's expert time. Your Rico's evaluated system of baseball. And then he asked what he gonna fix it for you. Rico's Greenwood. Swinging the wrist, left strike three, and Ryan Rico's down. Ryan Rico's, you open low, your first strikeout. Coming next to that for the Phillies, we have lay over. Perry Guido comes next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. One out. Top of the ninth. Here we go. And here we got a face get for you. Lay over. Great for running catch goes balls one out. And here we got a face for you. Lay over. Great for it. Running catch goes strike with one. And here we got a face for you. Lay over. Great for it. Ronnie's catch goes ball two. The 2-1. And we're gonna fish gonna for you. And Jay gonna fish for you. Who's gonna fish gonna for you? We're gonna wait for it. But this catch goes ball 20 to 3-1. And Jay gonna fish for you. We're gonna wait for it. But this catch goes strike two to 3-2 the full count. And like I say, so it's a spring training, so it's like to see how the team is doing and how the players and you see the players you know some players are fighting for a roster spot, so you know how that goes. And then here with the pitch can for you. Leo will get ready for it. And Leo Repeal lines out to the center field right here. Leo Gutierrez and Leo Repeal is out. Leo Repeal, you open one for the wall. And coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Pedro Leon come next to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. And then here we got a pitch can for you. Pedro, get ready for it. You swing it down with the 5 balls on one. And Jay and the fish can for you. Pedro, get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the balls on the one. And Jay and the fish can for you. Pedro, get ready for it. And Pedro Leon reaches on the field area by the shortstop Josh Cheery. And Pedro got on base. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Dante Leon. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, got one free fan on first base. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. Then we got a pitch can away Dante Greenwood. Swing that was a foul on one. And then we got a pitch can away Dante Greenwood. He swing that one's a foul on 2. And then the pitch can away Dante Greenwood. Riley's catch goes balls 1 and 2. And then the pitch can away Dante defense indifference. And then even the pitch three, Dante Ray swinging down with the foul was 1 and 2. And the Haven, and then pitch to Ray Dante Ray for it. Oh, yeah, that's definitely wrong. Running catch goal is a ball too. The 2 and 2. And then Haven, and then pitch to Ray Dante Ray for it. Running catch goes a ball 3 to 3 and 2 for kill. And then Haven, and then pitch to Ray Dante Ray for it. Running catch goes got straight 3. And Dante New is out. And that's the ball game. Final score is 3-0 shutout. And that's the ball game. Final score is 3-0. Blue Jays 3-0. And it's 3-0 shutout. Phillies lose. And Blue Jays take the first spring training game here of the spring training Grapefruit League. The Blue Jays are 1-0. The Phillies are 0-1. So, hey, not a good showing for the Phillies in the spring training game, but hey. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you come and thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Knock on the Street. Shout out to what's next on the stream. Stay back on the stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Phillies and Pittsburgh Pirates anymore, guys. I'm not too sure. And I might. It all depends. If there's a stream tomorrow for the game, I might do that one tomorrow. Maybe I might do that. It all depends, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If I will do that one tomorrow, but we'll see about that one. Other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday night, and I will see you guys in my next Phillies spring training live play-by-play. Let's go Phillies, Jam.